I learned, not recently, but a while back, absolutely cool fact, rats can play basketball. Did you know this?
I did not.
Yes, rats can play basketball. Okay, and so put this in this context. Let me give you a little story. I tried my best to call and follow up with people in my school that I haven't seen for a while because I want to call and make sure you're not like injured or dying or dead, right? And fortunately, I don't have any of that. But I call up this one kid, and he's like 17, right? And I said, "Hey man, I haven't seen you for a while." He's like, "Yeah, I've been really busy with school and I got a rat." And I'm like, "What?"
Are those things related?
And he's like, "Yeah, I got a rat for school," and I was still in disbelief, man. I was like, "Hold on, let
That's
me
a cool school.
let me repeat this to you, like, because it really did sound in my head like you said you got a rat for school." He's like, "Yeah, I got to train a rat to play basketball." I'm like, "What?" All right, I've never even heard of this, but apparently,
Hey, Wake Forest needs players.
that is very true.
NC State just buys them.
And so he was telling me that he was given a choice for his psychology class, to either write an essay or train a rat to play basketball. And I'm like, dude, I would have gone with the essay because
Seems like that was supposed to be an easy choice.
Yeah, if my grade had to depend on my ability to teach a marsupial or a little
rodent.
Rodent. It's a rodent. What, I don't even know what it is. Right? To
Okay.
teach it to play a human game, basketball, like, nah, wouldn't happen. But
Baseball I could totally see, but not basketball.
apparently what they do is they just pick up a little ball and they put it in a hoop. They like slam dunk it, which is still better than what I can do. All right, goes and they slam dunk ball and then they go get a treat. So it's kind of a reward system thing. And
I'll slam dunk a basketball for a Reese's Cup.
yeah, I mean, I'll try, but yeah. So it's this thing, and he was telling me there's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube on how to, because why not? There's like how to do anything on YouTube, and there's even like rat basketball tournaments, right? So I spent like 40 minutes of my life watching a tournament of rats playing basketball. I was even kind of rooting for them.
Okay, so I've got some questions now.
Okay.
Now, is this you have not said that this is a rat-sized basketball court, so I am forced to assume that it is not, and this is a full-sized human basketball court.
No. This is a rat-sized basketball court.
Please tell me
it's like the size of a shoebox.
Please tell me that there are rats like stacking on top of each other in order to make the slam dunk possible.
No.
Damn.
Although that would have been really cool.
That would have been
that's a whole level of training. That's some teamwork right
there.
there.
Exactly. Well, basketball's a team sport, I assumed.
Yeah, it's just one-on-one rats, and they go back and forth. They each have their own little goal, and they have their own little dispenser of treats, right? And they have a ball, and so they put the ball through the hoop, then they go get a treat. They put the ball in the hoop, they go treat, and they just kind of go back and forth, see who can do it. And some of the rats will occasionally steal the ball from the other rat and then put it through the hoop.
They get recruited to Yawn.
Yeah, and then there was this one rat that was like super fast, just zipping back and forth. And at one point, like, he was not even waiting for the ball to hit the ground. He was going up through the bottom of the basket as the other rat was putting it through, and he was grabbing it and running it to his hoop.
I take it back. He's going to get recruited to Duke.
Yeah, dude, if I didn't know it being any better, I would swear he was like trained by Krzyzewski. I mean, it was just like, but the thing is that he didn't win the tournament because, well, like I said, it's streak-based, right? So he got full halfway through. After 2 games, he's like, "Nah, I got this. You know, I'm good. I'm not hungry anymore."
At least the shoe didn't blow up.
That's true. And so, definitely rats can play basketball. But going back to the kid, he had probably the best pun I've ever heard about this whole thing. He's like, "Yeah, man, after the project, I'm going to get another rat. I'm going to train them both martial arts, and then I'm going to have a cage match." Yeah, and I was like, "And the winner's going to be called Splinter," right? And so,
I should have seen that coming. And I was like, "There's no way he's going to go in that direction."
that was like a train, slow moving, man. That's like a boat. Like, it's gonna hit us.
And I just walked right into traffic. Yeah.
Yeah. So rats can play basketball. Totally the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. And I followed up with him afterwards and asked him how the project went. He was like, "Man, I think my rat is broken." I was like, "How can you break a rat?" I mean, this whatever. So like he was telling me that like in practice and training and stuff, the rat did phenomenal. But when it actually came time to play the game, he didn't do anything. I was like, dude, it just sounds like performance anxiety, which I don't know if a rat can have that, but that's apparently what his rat did. So I asked him, I was like, hey man, does that mean you failed because you couldn't get the rat to play basketball? He's like, nah, I videotaped and documented all my training and stuff like that, and so I presented that instead, and that got me. So he like literally got an A for effort kind of thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because honestly, if my grade depended on having a rat, I would have pulled the whole thing where I went to my teacher and look, my dog ate my homework, like literally. It's like the rat was in a cage, couldn't go anywhere. So that would have been my excuse. Well, like I can't show you the rat playing basketball. Like here's a video on YouTube.
Yeah, that's totally fine.